Greetings! Hello to everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Belle. This video is a card reading for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and this is for September 2018. You can watch it other times for inspiration if it resonates with you. And as always, think for yourself. Take inspiration where you can find it, but always use your own good judgment to make your own good decisions. This is for inspiration, and I try to use my intuition, but it's you always want to think for yourself. I can't tell you what to do, obviously. I don't know why I have to reaffirm that, but it's good to hear sometimes. Okay, so the decks of cards that I'm using are the Chrysalis Tarot, Wisdom of the Oracle, and the Oracle of E. So I'm going to draw 3 cards from the Tarot deck, and then 1 card each from Wisdom of the Oracle and Oracle of E. The Oracle of E is really fun. It's pretty silly. It's just kind of like random phrases and stuff, which is a good reminder that you can make an oracle out of basically anything. Almost anything. Pretty much, I think, if you spend some time, I guess. Okay. So I'm shuffling the cards. I'm going to draw 3 cards for water signs for September 2018. 1, 2, 3. Do you know, I just did the fire signs video. It'd be really creepy if I got the exact same cards in the exact same order. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. Okay, here we go for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The first card is 6 of Spirals. This is not the same card, so don't worry. 6 of Spirals. I think this is about being a free spirit. You know, everyone makes fun of hippies, but I don't know why, because it's something beautiful about being free-spirited, right? About hanging your prayer flags and getting into exactly what you're interested in without fear of judgment. So I think this is about letting something come out that you have been holding back for fear of judgment. But the 6 of Spirals card is telling us to let that flag of who we really are, let it unfurl and just have it open. You know, have your art there. Get in touch with nature. No one cares. No one's like judging you. And the people who are judging you, is none of their business. So it's time to just be exactly who you want to be. If that means changing a few things about your lifestyle or your style in general, it's time to go ahead and do that, because you can't listen to anyone else. You have to be yourself and have this like weird eclectic sense. I mean, that's what it would be for me, having a weird eclectic sense of things. But for you, it's going to be something unique. So this card is a reminder to take some time to get in touch with yourself and find out if there's something you've been holding back because of perceived social norms. Okay. The second card is Ace of Stones. This is really good. This is about standing your ground, being completely rooted and completely grounded and centered and balanced. And this card is showing us that it's possible to have a profound connection with nature. And it's also possible to see things from a new perception, a new perspective, a new perception, because we grow up hearing that nature is just something we should use. But I mean, if you're fortunate, you didn't grow up hearing that. But we grow up in a certain paradigm, and then sometimes you're meditating and you get a little message from a rock or from a stone, and you're like, whoa, that kind of changes the way I am viewing myself and my relationship to nature and to the rest of life. So this is a really important card, and this is in the center, just as the card is centered. This stone is not going anywhere. Okay, there's poster of Jason Schwartzman in the background from one movie, but I was thinking of that other movie where he does this poem that goes like, nobody sits like this rock sits. So that's kind of funny. It's kind of just stream of consciousness, but nothing is budging this rock. Like, so there's a part of you, obviously there's a part of you that's more flexible, that's going with the flow. However, there's a centered part of you that doesn't need to move. And so I guess the thing is to have this free spirited nature of being flexible and going with the flow, but then finding the part of you that does not move. And that's really exciting, because I think that's a sense of peacefulness, really, when you find the part of you that will not budge for anything. And it's not about being opinionated, and it's not about being connected to something that you need to let go of. It's about finding your own true center, and nothing can disturb that sense of peace once you find it. These are good cards. This is really exciting. Ooh, okay, the third card is the Lovers card. And it shows a couple, and then it shows a wise man and a lot of animals. There's definitely like interconnectedness with nature. Let me just get a sense of this card. It's definitely about love in different forms. Love in different forms. I don't think it's necessarily about a love relationship in this case. I think it's more about a sense of balance and symmetry, and a sense of love and compassion, and interconnectedness with life. So you can see it's not exact, but there's kind of a sense of symmetry with the card, a sense of balance. So it's one of those things where maybe you are every aspect of the card, like you can do with dreams. You can pretend like you're every aspect. So if this is you are the wise man. You are masculine and feminine sides of yourself. You are these birds. You are an aspect of yourself as these animals. So I think that's how I would read this card, because I don't know, I don't get the sense that there's a huge question of a love relationship in your life. Just either you already have that defined and settled for yourself, or there's just other really important aspects to your life. So I don't know, I'm not getting this as a romantic card in this case, even though I know it can be. But it's very positive. This is a card of optimism and balance, and getting a sense of new perspective. Like, if you could see from the eyes of an owl or a deer, how would that change your perspective on life? Whoa, okay, this is getting pretty deep here. This is like, these cards are just like leading us down the spiritual path. This is really cool. Okay, so now I'm going to draw one card for the water signs for September 2018 from Wisdom of the Oracle. See if it's an optimistic card or something to let go of. See what comes up. Okay, card is this one. Go the distance. Okay, so this is about following through with your dreams and projects. Go the distance. It might take a lot of stamina. It might take a lot of perseverance to see your goals through to completion, but you have that ability. You are a capable person. You have the ability to see your projects and your art and everything you're interested in, everything you're doing. You have the ability to see it through to completion. And this is not a demand. This is about following your highest inspiration. Go the distance. So it's very, very auspicious, very, very optimistic card, because it shows you completing everything you want to, and having a very strong sense of what you're capable of. Okay. So now I'm going to draw the silly card from the Oracle of E. Might have a serious message, even though it might be a little silly. We'll have to see. Okay. One card is this one. And the card says, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. So, it's like a fantasy. You can't really read that, I don't think. Let me read it again. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. Card number 38. So I think this is about a fantasy. It's about an ideal. So there's an optimistic side of this card. But then there's also something, the side of this card which is like a fantasy that's keeping you from seeing how good things are in your life right now. So don't let the glare from your fantasies overshadow or blind you to what your abundance and how great things are in your life. And this is a good reminder, because obviously there's this ideal. I mean, this kind of reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. So there's this ideal or this fantasy that if we could have everything the way we want it, then things will be good. But I think this card is a reminder today for you and for me that it's really good to tune in to all the good things we have right now. And if we let a fantasy get in our way, then there's a lot we could miss out on. Thank you so much for tuning in. Those are all the cards for now. I hope you have a really great month ahead, and I will see you next time.